The 2010 Junior Beef Futurity show was held at the Agricenter in Perry recently. FFA and 4-H students from around the Southeast gathered to compete and show off the results of a lot of hard work back home. The Monitor's Mark Wildman paid a visit to the show and filed this report.
This year, over 260 students and 435 calves converged on the Agricenter in Perry for the start of what is going to be a very busy showing season.
It's really the kickoff of the show season. It's the largest one that starts this early. Usually most of the big ones are in the fall, and it's used to start the kids off kind of laid back, but also have them in the big time where they're in the big barns and get the excitement generated.
Working the animals in the ring is not as easy as the students make it look, but the objective of this program is not just animal handling.
To me, it's work ethic is the #1 thing that they learn, self-confidence and being able to take care of something on their own as well. But they do have, of course, support from their ag teachers, from county agents, from their parents, friends and neighbors, whatever it might be.
For some, showing cattle is old hat, but for many, this is the first time they have been in the show ring. And the first show of this season will help work out some of the butterflies.
Probably out of the 267, there's probably 50 or 60 kids that have never shown a calf before. It seems like with these calf projects, we're starting them earlier and earlier in the spring, so they're starting, some as early as late March, but then March, April, and then they carry that project on through February. But getting them kicked off that early in the spring, it's nice to go ahead and have a show after seeing some of their early work.
When participants come to a big show like this one in Perry, a very small percentage of time is actually spent in the show ring. The rest is spent right here in the barns, where families can have quality time together.
Father and son Jody and Jay Glass get to team up and make sure their calf is in the best shape possible.
Just a big, sweet cow.
While many fathers try to connect with sports, on the farm, cattle projects bring families together.
It's a daily thing. We feeding and brushing and everything. It's a routine that we do every day. We're doing that, and they have to go out there and handle them every day and everything. So it's a job, really. It's not an activity sometimes.
We just go around, practice for shows and stuff, get them ready, and if they're new, then it takes a while to get them calmed down.
The same is true for Jody Redding and his son Blake. Jody works on staff for Senator Johnny Isakson in South Georgia, but he also runs a farm, and he gets to help his son Blake out back in the barn.
There's no classroom that can teach this kind of experience and responsibility. I used to do this. My father did this. He showed cows when he was in high school. I did when I was in high school. And Blake's taking on our oldest son, Bryce. He's out of town right now, or he would be here.
Family event.
Yes, sir. That's what it's about, is about family.
So as the season goes on, the students will gain confidence in their abilities in showing the animals, and families will have a good excuse to spend quality time with their kids. In Perry, I'm Mark Wildman for the Georgia Farm Monitor.